Hey guys, so I wanted to go ahead and do a quick video on my eyebrow routine. I get a lot of questions on Instagram, like what I do, what products I use, what my brows look like with nothing on. So as you guys can see here, I don't have much, you know, they're sparse like in certain areas and they're not very long. And you know, this is kind of years of over plucking and abusing them, so I'm just kind of happy to have any at this point, because I was one of those girls who completely took off her eyebrows and drew them in. I know, it was the 90s, it was cool. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I use and what I do to do my brows. My favorite products right now, I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip Brow, and this is in the color Soft. I don't know if you guys can see it. Focus, soft brown. And my favorite way to use it is actually with this, let's see, can you guys see? Ooh, NYX eyebrow brush. I got mine at Ulta, so it looks just like that. It's dirty because, you know, I use it. So I like to use that. I also have this Clinique shaping brow shaper, and the color is an 01 shaping taupe, and it's just a eyebrow what do you call it, powder. So I got that. And then another good product, I mean, everybody knows that the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz is great. I like it, I've used it, but they're pricey and I feel like there's not a lot of product for the price. So I've been reaching for this lately, and I even have it in my kit for when I have my clients, is the NYX micro pencil, and it's like super similar. So one end has the spoolie and the other end has obviously the product. I mean, literally the same setup as Anastasia's. So and these are like 10 bucks, I think. So, and then to clean up, I just use a concealer brush. I like ones that are this big, so that way you can clean up on the top and then you can really get in there. I don't always clean up my brows, only if like I feel like I need, because I like for my tails to be real neat, or if like I'm going somewhere and I like to really carve them out. As far as maintenance for my brows, if you guys can see, I pretty much pluck them myself, you know, and then I'll take like, I have like a little like razor. If I can find it, I will show you guys. It's just a little like brow razor, and I kind of just do the top of my brows with it, just clean up. I don't ever do down here or in there. I just pluck those. Usually maybe like every 3 to 4 months I might go to the salon and get them waxed, just to have them, because sometimes they just get everywhere, so I like to have them just reshape it and, you know, just clean them up, and then I just take care of them for the next few months on my own. So I think that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how I start here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I'm just gonna use my viewfinder, guys, so because I have a mirror back here and it's not working out, and I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. So if you guys don't like when people look in the viewfinder, I'm sorry, but I feel like this is gonna give me the best, like, straight on point of view, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead, clean up. Looks good, looks good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and open up this product here. As you can see, sometimes this dries out, okay? And it'll dry out and then it kind of looks, it doesn't work. So what I do is I'll take a little bit just of like my face oil here, and I'll put a few drops in there and I will mix it up. Same thing as like the praline drops from Inglot, where they go ahead and, you know, have you mix up their like liquid or the gel eyeliner just to make it like softer. Same thing, guys, and you can use that for a bunch of stuff. So I just go ahead, I'm just dipping in this little crease part I have. Mine's kind of old, so it's not as juicy, but I don't like it to be too wet. And I kind of, if I feel like there's any like chunks on the brush, I wipe them off on the side. Always holding the brush from the end, because if you hold it all the way at the front, it's going to put too much pressure and you're going to have a very harsh eyebrow. You don't want that. So I hold it all the way from the end, and then I start about right here, and I just line underneath my brow and then just kind of bringing it back to my tail. And then I bring to the front so you see how it looks. And then I go back in for a little bit more. And then I'll go ahead and do my top brow. Very, very light pressure. Because like I said, you don't want your brows to be super dark. So even if like you feel like, oh man, you know, that doesn't look super cleaned up right there, don't worry. Okay, go back in for a little bit more because I want the tail end of my brow to be dark. So I'm just filling that in. Like I said, guys, this product is old. So like I said, this product is old, so it's kind of dried up already. So I can use a lot more. When this sucker is brand new, you don't nearly need as much. A little bit goes a super, super, super long way. So, and then I'll just... Okay, so here's a secret what I do, okay? Your brow should always meet right at like the tip, bring your pencil. So this brow's shorter than this brow. So I'll just go ahead and I like to make little cheat for me, like little grid. So I'll line it up. So there you go. If you could see, it's very light, but it tells me, all right, your brow should start there. So, because you know, if sometimes you'll see those girls and you're like, holy cow, they're not supposed to match. Your brows aren't gonna match. They're sisters, not twins, guys. So, you know, because one of my eyebrows goes up, one goes down. It's just life, you know. So then you just kind of brush it out, brush it out, brush it out. So I'm just brushing it out so it looks, because I like to have like where it's lighter to darker, because that's how a natural brow will look. And then you want it to disperse the product too. You don't want it to just be like a bunch of product in one space. And then you kind of comb it out, and then you can go back and see and like, oh, okay, there's some spots that need to be touched up or whatnot. So we're gonna take this brush, because they're not what I like them to be. We'll take the foundation I used today. Today I use the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation. So what I do is I just take the cap, whatever's in the cap, and I'll take my brush and I'll dip it. I hate, and I hate to say this to people, when people use their concealer for the top of their brow. Don't do that, guys. Do not do that, because it makes them look so stark. Like, and it's like in your face, you know, those are like Instagram eyebrows right now. Don't do that. Use the same color of your foundation. It'll blend. It'll look natural. It'll look, you know, professional. So, and then I also will take, if I'm going out or somewhere, I'll take my concealer and I'll do it. But today it's just for the sake of this video, and this is what I would do for every day. So I just take a little bit of the concealer and I bounce on the back of my hand because you don't want it too wet, and I'll clean up. So let me start down here. I just clean it up. Then I'll kind of just tap on what I got on the back of my hand, and then we're going to clean up the top. Because I like for my brows to have that nice crisp edge like that. I just think it looks sharp. Some people don't like that. Some like them to be just fully. I'm just kind of cleaning up right here. And then, so right here on this side, I'm doing the same thing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my powder, and we're just gonna use that same brush. If you have, some people can go in with their pencil. I choose not to right now. If my eyebrows were a little bit thinner and I needed like some really fine detailing to them, I probably would take a pencil. Or if I'm just like reshaping them, like with my clients who have really thin brows and they want like thicker ones, I definitely would use my pencil to sketch out my draft to my brows. So I'm just taking it to the edge here. And just, same thing. I'm not actually bringing it to the front, I'm just bringing it back here to the end because I want, my face is really itchy right here, I'm sorry guys. I want my tail end and the back end of my brow to be darker than the front, because that's how I like it. Some people like for their brows to be just all dark. I have this little thing of Anastasia brow gel. I don't have that much brows to tame, but you just go ahead and run it through so they don't move. I have very compliant brows, they just don't like to grow. So yeah, see how I told you guys I like it for it to come down nice and clean. There you, I hope you guys like these. I really hope my tips kind of give you guys some things to think about. My technique, if you guys choose, I mean, this is how I do it, so if you guys don't like it, that's on you. I mean, whatevs. This is just the way I do mine, and I've been asked, so I delivered. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you have not subscribed, I would hope you would do so. I do all types of videos. There's always something different, new on here, and I really try to film stuff that I think you guys would like. So without further ado, we're gonna end this video, and yeah, thank you guys for watching so much, and I really appreciate everyone who stops by and takes a peek. And until next time, guys, I will see you on the next video. Take it easy.